And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. Across from me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley. So, in terms of this week,
Lot of stuff going on. Big contracts, mild heart attacks on your part, I'm sure. Things returning, things very weird. It's been a very weird year, especially in the sports world. Where would you like to begin?
Well, I guess let's start with the $503 million elephant in the room.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes has signed a 10-year contract extension with the Kansas City Chiefs.
How much? What's he getting?
I think it's 470-something million guaranteed, which is even more than Mike Trout.
Sure.
And worth up to $503 million.
Well, Patrick, I know you're a longtime listener of the Cameron Woolley Show. Here's me popping. I don't have any champagne here. I'm going to pop with Diet Coke here for you. Congratulations, my friend.
I'll pop
your water bottle.
My water bottle that I've
Nice.
been bringing for the last 2 years.
Nice. Yeah, that thing's more durable than Aaron Judge, ladies and gentlemen. More durable.
Well, to
than
be
Aaron
fair, a
Judge.
lot of things are more durable than Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
This phone case is more durable. I swear, this phone, you could bomb it and it would still work.
You could.
It's like a Game Boy.
It is. So, Patrick Mahomes, how old is he right now? Do you know?
Let me see. Let's check up on the old Google machine for this one.
I don't know for sure. I guess I'm gonna guess 25, but he may be.
Patrick Mahomes' age.
He may be younger.
24 years
24 years old. So 10 years, it'll be 34. We've seen Tom Brady's 42. He's still going. A couple old timers. Drew Brees is how old? 41.
Yeah, he's in his 40s.
Yeah, a couple guys who.
Hell, Eli Manning played until he was 39.
He did. The Mannings are aliens, though. Let's just be honest.
They're
here.
football aliens. They are just. I don't know what that family did to pump out quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And it's not just football players; it's quarterbacks.
Sure.
It's not like the Barber family, when you have one corner, one running back.
Archie, Peyton, Eli. I guess they have kids. Somebody should sign those kids right now, man.
I think Cooper Manning's son, the Manning that didn't
Become a NFL quarterback.
the one that didn't become an NFL Hall of Famer.
Okay. Yeah.
But apparently, I think his kid is in high school right now, and he's putting up bonkers numbers.
Okay. Well, it's pretty nice when you
People are already saying he's the next Peyton Manning.
Wow.
His name is Arch Manning, not Archie Manning. Arch Manning.
Arch Manning. That's crazy.
Okay, well, let's stay off. Let's stay on topic. This is going to become a video clip.
So Mahomes, 24.
10 years, 24 years old. He's going to be 34. 10 years, up to $500 million.
It's crazy. Now, and they're riding high on the Super Bowl championship.
Absolutely.
He's the king of Kansas City.
He's the king of football.
He's king of football, yeah. Let's be honest here. Yes. But 10 years, dude.
Dude, 10 years. Dude, it's worth it.
Really?
I'm going to be straight up.
Okay.
Sure, it's a risky buy.
I saw your tweet. Your tweet said 10 years. Really? Wasn't that your tweet?
No, I said 10 years because I was shocked. I was like, what? But, I mean, 10 years, he's going to have Tyreek Hill, Damian Williams. He's going to have those guys.
Right.
For a super long time. He's Patrick Mahomes. Come on. Andy Reid is 60-something. Bill Belichick, I think the guy's like 100.
I love it. KC won despite Andy Reid with Patrick Mahomes at the quarterback. So,
dude,
he's definitely earned it.
You gotta attribute some of it to Andy Reid. Come on, dude. Come on.
Okay, I'll give him a little credit. But
a little
but
credit.
10
Come on,
years, dude.
Dude, 10 years. You don't. Okay. This quarterback, in his first 2 years of starting, in his first year, threw for over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, 1 MVP.
Yes.
Second year, gets hurt for a little bit, still throws for, I think, nearly 5,000 yards.
Yes.
Wins the Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
So in 2 years, you have an MVP and a Super Bowl MVP. You're only 24 years old. You're nearly at 10,000 passing yards already. May I say, already nearly at 10,000 passing yards.
These are Hall of Fame numbers in 2 years.
This guy has GOAT potential. He has potential
Absolutely.
to be the GOAT. I'm not saying he is going to be the GOAT
Sure.
because I hate making predictions.
Yes,
But
you do.
he has GOAT potential. I shit you not. This guy, he is God's handcrafted quarterback. He's smart. He can read defenses. He's athletic. He's got an arm that's... His arm is practically... It's a rocket launcher. That's what it is. It's like an RPG. You just load that thing up. He can throw 80-something yards. He is like on field length. He can throw 80-something yards.
Yeah.
He is ridiculous. He's got legs. He can run, and he's not stupid when he runs the ball. Remember, that is a big criticism that I have of quarterbacks that like to run around.
Scramble. Oh, here, I'll just throw it anywhere.
And he's not a read and run quarterback. He goes through reads, and his last resort is to run.
Right.
He might run a quarterback draw every once in a while.
Sure. Well, you got to throw off the defense.
Yeah, absolutely throw off the defense. But
And it's nice to have those options. The more options you have, the more you can confuse the defense. Hopefully that leads to wins.
okay, first of all, like when you play defense against the Kansas City Chiefs, there is no stopping. There is no winning. You can only hope to
Minimize the damage?
minimize the damage.
Okay.
That is the amount of potential that Patrick Mahomes has.
That's scary, dude. I'm on that defense. I don't know what's going to happen.
Defensive coordinators are going to oh, dude.
And you better hope.
I feel so badly for the rest of the AFC West because they know they are screwed
Yeah.
for the next. And remember, he's still on his rookie deal. This kicks in after his rookie deal.
Right. So
He's
got
around
2 more years, right?
He's around for 12 more years in the AFC
Yeah.
West. Broncos fans, Chargers fans, and Raiders fans. I'm sorry, you have absolutely zero hope for the next 12 years. I'm sorry, man.
Just start tanking now. Take the draft pick, and maybe you'll draft a
They're
quarterback.
not. They're
You
not
can't.
winning that division. Nobody
Right.
is winning that division for the next 12 years.
Right.
Nobody's winning that division. Come on.
Can you think of a recent quarterback that's had this much success?
In his
And-
first 2 years?
Yeah, or even
Dan
close.
Marino. Dan Marino.
Dan Marino didn't win a Super Bowl though.
I'm saying closest modicum
Yeah.
of success. Dan Marino.
Right. And Dan Marino was
Dan
pretty-
Marino is the only quarterback ever, other than Patrick Mahomes, to have a start to his career as explosive as this.
Yeah, Marino never got that trophy though.
Poor Dan Marino.
Never got that
My
trophy.
God.
Can't blame him. Can't blame Don Shula. I'll just blame everybody else.
Yeah, blame everyone else.
I'll blame everyone else on the Dolphins team.
Oh, yeah.
And well, I'm just thinking longevity. 10 years is a lot. Football is a rough sport.
It's risky.
You're the quarterback. Everybody's gunning for you. Everybody.
No doubt it's risky.
Everybody's gunning
But-
for you.
But, I mean, that offensive line, it's really good. He's not going to be getting a lot of pressure. He can run, and he's got really good receivers, so chances are they'll be open by the time he scrambles for 5 seconds.
Yeah. Then this.
Dude, the Kansas City Chiefs are a video game.
Right.
That's what they are. They're Madden.
And the scary part is he's 24. He may not even
He's
be at
only
his prime.
24. Yes,
He's probably not
exactly.
at
He
his
might
prime
not even be in his prime.
Right.
I confused him with Dan Marino. That's just how good Mahomes is.
Right. But still, it's a weird sport, man. You know what, 10 years. You know, maybe he his, when he might hit his decline, 30, 31. So,
Okay, first of all, that doesn't happen with quarterbacks.
Okay.
They're still performing very well in their 30s.
In their early 30s. Okay.
In their early 30s. They still perform very well
Okay.
at that
Fair
age.
enough. There's pressure. That's a lot of money.
Hell, Eli Manning won his second Super Bowl when he was like 30, 31.
Good point. That's a lot of pressure. $500 million. It's a lot of pressure to live
That's
up
an
to.
investment.
It's a lot of pressure.
that
though.
is-
You wake up every morning. You're gonna be scrutinized.
Okay,
You're
dude,
gonna
come
you have
on.
a couple bad games.
I'm like, oh, boo.
Or a bad season
You
even.
can cry into the $1 million you make per day.
Okay, I'm just saying it's a lot of pressure.
You can cry into the money that you make.
Right.
You can cry into it, dude. Just, I
All right.
doubt.
So you're saying he deserves every penny,
Yes.
or
I'm not. Okay, I'm not gonna say he definitely deserves every
sure
penny.
that remains to be seen.
All I'm saying is,
but as of now,
is locking him down for that long. Kansas City, they didn't want to take any risks. When you have a quarterback that's this good and this young, we haven't seen this since Dan Marino. You lock him down and you lock him up for good for a long, long, long time.
it's a gamble though. Maybe not as risky as
As Herschel Walker, but
sure.
it's not Herschel Walker, but it's a gamble.
Right.
It's an investment. That's why I'm saying it. It's not a gamble. It's an
It
investment.
is an investment. All right. This is a lot of money too. Will this hinder the Kansas City Chiefs' ability to sign good players for the future?
The cap's gonna go up.
Yes,
You know,
it will.
I've said it so many times. It's inflation. Sports, it goes through inflation. Also, another factor is that his contract 6 years in, the quarterback market is probably gonna surpass that. Because that's how sports works.
Yeah, everything it goes up.
Like it goes up, 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 and up.
Yes.
Like that's the whole. Whenever somebody gives a contract extension that big, it's like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you giving him 20-something million a year?
Well, we've
I'm
seen
like,
it.
well, that bar halfway
seen
through that.
it.
I'm like, that bar halfway through that contract is going to be 30-something million per year.
Sure. Well, we've seen in other sports where it didn't pan out so well. Where many times.
Go to last week's episode.
You know,
Just
sure.
go to last week.
Sure.
Go to last week.
You know, Bobby Bonilla, but Ryan Howard, Chris Davis,
Oh, Chris Davis, your favorite.
DiPietro, and New York Islanders.
Rick
Rick DiPietro. That was.
Thing is, Rick DiPietro.
I think he got 10 years too.
Rick DiPietro got a 15-year
15.
contract.
Okay.
His GM was Garth Snow.
Right.
Okay, Garth Snow is not exactly the pinnacle of
No,
intelligence.
who gives a goalie 15 years? Garth Snow did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Garth Snow. Yeah, Garth Snow is just an idiot.
Obviously.
And to think that, like, dude, the Islanders have had such a bad run. Like, think about they had Mike Milbury before. They had Mr. 10 years to Alexei Yashin.
Right. Or, we can go to our favorite team, Ilya Kovalchuk, 17 years, if I'm
God.
not mistaken, right?
That was Lou Lamoriello when we thought he was going senile, but then
At that point, he probably had pressure from above, and usually doesn't bow to that pressure.
or
but-
below. Peter DeBoer was probably like, "Hey man, this guy was the key part in us getting the Stanley Cup final. Lock this guy up." And then
Right.
Lamoriello, probably short was like, "All right, I'm gonna give him 17 years."
Yeah. Well, I can't. So with the contract this big, with this much promise, anything less than a Super Bowl, disappointment.
Oh
I mean,
no.
of course it is.
Anything less than like 2 or 3.
But, okay, within that, that 10-year span.
Like that's probably gonna
We're
happen
over
from the Chiefs. We
2 or
should be able. This is not done. Okay, the Kansas City Chiefs. This is not a one and done team. Let's be very clear.
Okay.
Let's be crystal clear.
Sure.
This is not a one and done team. They are going to be in contention. They are going to be in multiple Super Bowls, and they're going to be in the AFC Championship on a damn near yearly basis.
Right.
When that thing kind of happens, well, I completely lost my train of thought there. Shit.
That's all right. Well, I was
This
saying,
is what-
anything less than
like, this team
like
is
10
not-
Super Bowls is that a disappointment?
I mean, anything less than multiple Super Bowls.
multiple
is a
Super Bowls
disappointment.
within this 10-year span.
Yeah, within this
I
span
agree.
is a disappointment.
I agree.
The whole thing with like what we're going to see, this is not one and done. We are going to see an Eye of the Tiger-esque montage from the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, the beginning of Rocky 3.
Sure, he's slacking off. He's working on he's lollygagging.
Oh, no,
Clubber
he's not
Lang.
lollygag. Oh, no. Not that. I'm talking about, like, the beginning of the movie.
Oh, sure,
When he's
okay.
beating the shit out of all the fighters.
Right. Oh, yeah. But I think those were all tomato cans, though, weren't they? They were easy opponents.
They weren't. I mean, that's what Mick said.
They're all tomato cans.
That was handpicked, kid.
Exactly. So until he met Clubber Lang, then all went
Yeah.
south.
Although the thing
I love how
is,
every
well,
one of our episodes we devolve into some kind of one of the Rocky, one of the Rocky.
well, I mean, I haven't
movies.
mentioned Rocky in a bit, okay? I haven't mentioned.
Listen, we love Rocky, all right?
Well,
That's all
yeah,
there is to it.
yeah, dude, Rocky.
We
it's,
really love Rocky on the show. That's all there. That's all there is to it.
Like we are going to see something like that from the Chiefs. They're going to win multiple championships. They are not going away.
Okay, I mean, I hope for their sake. I hope. I
The
got
thing
no,
is, you're talking about a Clubber Lang. I don't think there is going to be a Clubber Lang to combat Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid's Rocky. There's not going to be another quarterback like that.
right.
And even then, we cannot predict what quarterback is going to be in the draft. I don't know, 6 years down the road,
Sure.
who's gonna who's gonna shift the landscape of sports on the entire planet, like
Right.
Mahomes
Well,
has.
I agree. Dan Marino was, geez, how many? 30 some odd
30-something
years
years
ago.
ago.
So once,
Yeah.
you're saying Mahomes a once in a generation talent.
Mahomes is he is
Okay.
once in a generation. He is a generational talent.
Okay. All right. That's all that needs to be said then.
He is a generational talent. He deserves the contract he's getting.
Wow.
And
I hear that very rarely from you. Usually
That-
you're like, this is a waste of money. It's too
Oh,
many
yeah.
years.
I
This
am
is
usually
too much of a risk.
so
This is
pessimistic
awful.
in
Yeah.
contracts like this.
Sure.
But like even with Garrett Cole, I was kind of like, well, they're not paying for the whole 9 years. They're paying for the 5 years that he's going to be in his prime
Yeah.
and they're going to be in contention.
Right.
With Mahomes, they're paying for the whole 10 years. They're going to get a good 10 years.
Yeah.
And they are going to get multiple championships out of that. I will tell you that. I am a big believer. I am buying into the Kansas City Chiefs. Absolutely. Which, after me saying that,
Yeah.
it will probably lead to them collapsing. Because that's how shit works. I'm sorry, Chiefs fans.
Well, so you're being negative. I'll be positive here. Kansas City, this is an extension, and to get someone extended before they even have to, that's a great move for any team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see
Oh,
baseball.
no, I'm being positive about them. All I'm saying is that I'm jinxing them. I'm absolutely jinxing them.
Yeah.
I'm...
Well, I'll be watching. He's definitely scary, and
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna hate when the Giants play the Chiefs. I don't know. Like, even if the Giants end up going to the Super Bowl, it's like Daniel Jones and then like
Versus
Daniel Jones,
Patrick
yeah,
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, and you're just like, well, we made it. I'm like, well, we made it.
Can we
I'll
keep
fi-
it? Can we keep
I
it
know
close?
what winning a
Just-
Super Bowl feels like. Now I'm gonna know whatever. Now I'm sure as hell gonna know what losing one feels like.
yeah, just keep it close. Just keep it close,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, Eli Manning. I mean, if Eli Manning can beat the 16-0 Patriots, then I believe that's that should maybe it's possible.
Right.
All I'm saying is that it's possible for a team to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Hell, I might even say it might be harder than Brady because Brady can run. Mahomes can run.
Right, and that gives
Thing
you
is,
that's just another
with
weapon,
Tom
man.
Brady, it was just a consistent four-man front bringing pressure from between the tackles. With Mahomes, you have to have QB spies. You're going to need to blitz on him. You're going to need to have multiple guys watching the quarterback. You're going to need to play zone coverage. You're going to need to play some sort of hybrid between man and zone, which...
How do you do that?
I've played Madden before. It's not possible.
No, how do you play zone? How do you zone and blitz? Like
Zone blitz, it's possible. There's plays in Madden for zone blitz, but to beat Mahomes, you need to do man, zone, and blitz at the same time.
Where's this a whole
That
team
is
of
the-
Where's a whole team of Lawrence Taylors now from Tecmo
Yes,
Bowl?
you're gonna need a whole. You're gonna need a shit ton. You're gonna need a team of Lawrence Taylors to completely confidently stop him.
You can't even get one Lawrence Taylor on a team, much less like freaking 11 of them. So
11 Lawrence Taylors.
good luck, good luck to everybody playing the Kansas City Chiefs in the next 10 years.
Yeah, God help you. The next 12 years, just
12 years, because this is an extension. It's a 10-year extension.
God
It's
help.
still got 2 years left.
Yeah, just God help anyone
Yeah.
who's playing against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Well, good for them.
Oh, and
Congratulations, Kansas City.
In regards to the AFC West, I have never said this word on the show, but you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. This brings up another thing. I don't even know if you want to get into this, but the Redskins are being under pressure to change their name.
God, Jesus.
I haven't heard the same pressure on the Chiefs though. Have you?
I don't. But the thing is, like, my whole thing on this end, I hate talking about stuff like
sure,
this
I don't want to bring
because
politics into
like
it,
I'm
but-
not political.
Yeah.
I'm not a political expert. I'm a.
But we didn't
Like,
have to
I'm-
talk about the Redskins. I think
I'm not even.
I think the Redskins are gonna have to. It's gonna happen.
Like the
gonna
thing is,
But I don't hear this kind of pressure on the Chiefs.
the
Though,
thing
do you?
is, like
Is it one like the winners?
Like,
maybe?
with all these other names, with Chiefs, Indians, Braves,
Sure.
Blackhawks,
Yeah. Seminoles.
Seminoles. Thing is, those are just groups of people.
Sure.
Redskins, that's a slur.
Right.
Redskin is a derogatory
Good
slur
point. Good point.
against Native Americans.
Good point.
I can see that.
Yes, it is. That's a good point. So they would get more pressure. Than,
I
say,
can
the
see
Chiefs.
through that. Also, with everything that's going on right now, and how you will get absolutely killed if you don't bend over backwards for whatever kind of pressure from cancel culture.
Sure.
Or this it's a mob.
Right.
It's essentially what it is. If you don't bend over backwards,
All right,
you are
That's a good
going
point.
to get killed. Yeah.
I was more like, well, maybe they're just, the Chiefs are winners, so no one's gonna really come down on them. But the Redskins, I mean,
Redskins are the thing is
the Redskins are a mess.
this
man.
kind of stuff happens like
Yeah.
every few years. Like is it an election year thing? I don't know. As you know, there's going to be an election, and God, like 4 months from now. Wow, that those 4 years passed by quick.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about this. The old lady from the Detroit Lions stepped down, right? She gave a hand of the reins over to her daughter, I think. Maybe.
Wait, what?
The old lady owner. I can't remember her name
God,
because
something like Ford. I don't know something Ford. Like
yeah,
the Ford family.
don't
They're
know.
a bunch of incompetent buffoons anyway. They
are.
can't.
Well, this signal change though gives it down to her daughter. I mean the old lady was definitely. I'm not even a Lions fan, but I'm from Michigan, so I hear it all the time. But her meddling ways, sitting up in her ivory tower, wringing her hands.
Like Mr. Burns.
She's like Mrs. Burns. Yes, that's.
Oh yeah. There is. Like back to my whole point is that. Like this kind of stuff happens every few years with the Redskins.
Sure.
This is probably the most likely it'll come to changing it. If they don't change it now, they'll probably never change it. Honestly,
I think it's inevitable though, man.
It's probably gonna change, yeah, with everything going on right now with the climate. They could sell some more tickets, and honestly, some of the names I've heard, they aren't absolutely terrible.
What have you heard? Can you
The
remember?
one I like the most is
Is-
the Washington Red Tails.
Red Tails.
It was the nickname that they used for the Tuskegee Airmen in
Oh,
World
that's
War
cool.
II.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's like not only it's a double whammy. Not only do they get rid of the slur
Right.
name, but
Right,
they
you
also
honor
they honor
Tuskegee
the
Airmen,
all black Air Force battalion
Yeah.
in World War II.
Right, and they're a bunch of badasses too, so you got
Yeah.
that going for
yeah,
you.
you got
And you keep the word red, which is
They keep the red. You don't have to change the uniforms too much.
Right. It'll be a step in the right direction. Will it be a step into winning? Probably not.
Hell
but because
With
Daniel
Dan Snyder
is an
Although
idiot.
honestly, if I'm looking at this as a Redskins fan, I'm back to the name, but
Okay.
if I were a Redskins fan, I would be like, what the hell? This is the team I've been cheering
Sure.
for all my life. If I'm a Redskins fan, if there was this whole, if there was a uprising of short people in America, say if that happened,
Sure.
if something equivalent to what was going on right now within the black community happens to people who
A bunch
aren't
of short people rise up. Like I'm joining the masses, protesting tall people.
people who are my height, people that are more your height,
Right.
end up rising up and they say, "Hey, we want."
Enough is enough.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining. Oh my God! Please, cancel culture. Don't kill me.
Right. No,
But if
he's
there is
being
an
humorous,
uprising,
ladies and gentlemen, and I'm short, so we can do this.
If there is an uprising, like you need to change the name of the New York Giants because it's offensive to short people.
Sure, and you
If
gotta
that
be-
happened, I would be like, "What the hell?"
You gotta change the position of shortstop. That's not cool anymore.
Shortstop,
Like,
yeah. Like if they wanted to change the name of the New York Giants, I'd be like, "What the hell are you talking
Right.
about? What the
Right.
hell are you proposing? This was, but this is the team I grew up watching.
Sure.
This is like I have Giants jerseys. I
Right.
have things with the word Giants on them.
Right.
I grew attached to them. I grew attached to this name. And honestly, if you're not a Redskins fan, it's easy to say change the name.
Sure.
But if you're a Redskins fan who has like been emotionally attached, and even like for a young Redskins fan, it might be easier to give up, but still, it's still hard. But say someone who's around for the like John Riggins and Joe Theismann,
Sure, those eras, yes.
those eras, you're like, hell no, don't change the name. Like you could be, you could be a. Like you could be for like social justice. You could be for, you could be as liberal as can be, but you'd probably be, no, don't change the dude. This is my childhood. This is my,
Right.
like as a Giants fan, I'm like I can, you gotta kind of step back and put yourself into the shoes of Redskins fans,
Right.
where you think, whoa, I don't want. It's like this is my childhood.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
you
but
don't
then
want to.
you're like, well, this is offending a whole cultural group. I was like, all right, like the giant. No one's.
Like, I don't know,
I'm not
like-
offended by the word giants.
Like I've seen polls on the internet where it's like, again, these are polls that
Sure.
are polls can be very twisty,
and they're internet polls, so they're even more
like
twisted.
internet polls. But like there was a poll among like Native Americans. They're like, yeah, we don't care. But the thing is, like, if like I'm personally okay with it, I personally don't care because even if it were like if they wanted to change the name of the Dallas Cowboys, I'd be like, whoa, because I have some emotional attachment to them.
Sure.
Like the Giants, they're rivals with the Cowboys.
Right.
If they want to change the name of the Philadelphia Eagles because I don't know, maybe there's a bird uprising somewhere,
Right.
and they want to change the name of the Philadelphia Eagles, I'd be like, whoa, 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 don't change the name of the Philadelphia Eagles, because again, Giants, big time rivals with the
Sure.
Eagles. With the Redskins, I don't feel a lot of hate between the Giants and Redskins. We're just the two bottom feeders in the NFC East.
Right.
We relate to each other a lot.
I see. It's
Hell,
more
we team up on the Eagles and Cowboys. Like when we're kind of on the same side.
Yeah, I
in
see
that.
Redskins Cowboys being more of a rivalry.
Redskins
but,
Cowboys is more of a rivalry
Yeah,
than Giants.
but I like
Redskins
red
are-
tails. You know, like just put a piece of tape over the skins part, put tails on it, and then their fight song, "Hail to the Red Tails."
Hail to the Red Tails.
Yeah, you could swap
kinda-
that out.
But
It's a nice ring to it.
also the Hail to the Redskins song, dude. That's a classic. It's a classic, man.
It
It's
is, but "Hail to the Red Tails," it still works.
like Hail to the
It
Red
works.
Tails. I mean, it works, but it doesn't.
Works.
You know?
It works.
Like,
I think it's. I mean, if it's inevitable for sure.
yeah,
It's
at some
inevitable.
point it's inevitable. Yeah, man. If they change the name to something other than Red Tails, then I'd have a problem.
Right.
What if they name it
think-
like the Washington Red? Like not even keeping the name Red, like the Washington Wolves. or
Washington Monuments.
Washington Monuments.
Washington Monuments. There you
The
go.
Washington
There you
Monuments.
go. Honoring the
Well-
monuments of Washington.
Yeah. What about the Washington? The Washington Senators. You could take up.
You could. That'd be cool.
The Washington Senators.
It's an old school
I mean,
name.
Yeah, it's an old school name. It was used by the previous
But
baseball team.
most senators are corrupt.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yes.
We're not getting into that. We're not getting into
Oh no! I mean, you're kind of spitting facts,
that.
but
We're not getting into that. It's,
No.
But the controversy of sports, everybody.
the
Controversy of
controversy, yes,
sports.
Senators.
Well, and I don't know if you want to talk about this, but this is all presupposing that there is a season this year. It's not looking good
There-
out there. It's looking
there-
scary out there.
Dude, there probably is going to be a season this year in the NFL.
All right. So we're in July. Things are, from what the numbers I read, they're getting worse. Although I think the death rate is going down, the infection rate is going up.
The death rate going down, the infection rate going up. The
But
thing is with that is that the testing is getting more and more
better,
and more.
quicker.
Like the testing is kind of like we've got. I remember the first few months, everybody was like, "How the hell are we going to test?" But I think we've got a handle.
We don't
on
have
this.
enough tests.
We've got a handle on the testing. I think we've tested more than every other sovereign state on the planet.
That's good.
So
Okay. Hence why the rise in possibly why the rise in numbers.
yeah, the rise in
because you
infections. Also, people aren't locked in their homes anymore. It's like it correlates.
Right.
Like when people aren't, you knew you were gonna get an uptick in cases. You knew you'd have to be prepared. But the thing is, I'm seeing studies that 80% of the cases are asymptomatic.
Right. Meaning you have no symptoms.
Yeah.
You don't even know you're sick, which is
Like you
crazy.
don't even know you're sick, and which honestly I don't want to downplay the severity.
not at all.
I don't want to downplay it. I am not downplaying
Not
it
at all.
whatsoever.
And if you're watching and listening, Cameron Woolley is over 7 feet away from me at this table.
Yes, over 7 feet.
I don't have the tape measure, but we
We
did
are
it one.
so-
I think we did it one week.
Yeah, we did one where we were abiding by social distancing. Yes.
You know what? Here.
Get the
Just
tape.
found the tape measure.
Get the tape.
Yeah. Here's the 10-yard marker. Here's
Get the tape.
And
Get the tape.
and do we have a first down here? I have measured right here. This is actually 8 feet right here. It's 8. Oh, okay, we're gonna pull more. All right, from
8 feet from.
this is 8 feet 9 inches. So we are more than adhering to the
Yes,
6 foot.
social distancing.
Social
yes.
distance,
We
yes.
are social
Wait, hold on.
distancing.
I'll take a picture here.
We are taking
are-
part in social distancing at
are
the Cameron Woolley
Social
Show.
distancing for sure. So we are.
Put it on the Instagram. Put it on the Instagram. Here at the Cameron Woolley Show, we adhere by
Yes,
social.
we are
Okay,
hereby
I want to give it to you a
social
little, yeah, just be gradual with that. Don't want you pulling it back and like, whoosh.
Got it.
You're gonna end up.
Anyways,
Yeah.
but it's July. In our state today, it was just mandated that you have to wear masks outside now, if you're in a kind of a group setting.
I don't really get like the wearing the masks outside because like the big gatherings outside like.
I mean, I think we're at a
Like,
better safe than sorry mode right now.
Yeah, better
so,
safe.
And
I mean,
I'll
New
do it.
New
wearing?
Jersey, like from what I've seen, it's not getting very bad over here.
Sure.
It's in Texas, Florida, and Georgia. The South. That's kind of swapped over and become the big center of this whole thing for the summer, and it makes sense. Texas, like Florida, especially. Oh my God.
Death zones down there, man. Death
Yeah,
zone.
Florida, and the poor NBA.
Right, but we're in July now. Training camp opens next month, correct?
Yeah, training camp, it starts like later this month. I mean, MLB baseball, that's going to happen. Training camp, if there's no fans allowed, so be it. I don't know.
Sure. I'm fine with that. But, yeah, I mean, if the cases keep rising.
Dude, the cases are rising because the testing is going up.
I know, but
the death rate hasn't gone up.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, the death rate hasn't gone up. So
Yeah, but
I can attribute these to the.
I'm afraid they push back the
and
season.
I have a
They can't
lot of-
cancel it though, right?
They can't cancel.
They can't
God,
cancel
no.
NFL football.
God, no,
right?
they can't cancel NFL football.
Okay.
If they're gonna do it with no fans, they're gonna do it at reduced capacity because those stadiums are
God,
huge.
that would be weird. It looked like the USFL. Remember, I don't. You probably don't remember this, but when there was a strike and they had to play with scab players.
Oh, the scabs.
Yeah, I remember. I bought a DVD. Somebody had recorded those scab games, put it on DVD, and we bought the DVDs just to watch them, and it was pretty bad. The gameplay was awful, and there was no one in the stands, and it was weird.
That was
weird.
87.
87.
Yeah, 87.
Yeah, it was pretty weird, but yeah. Do you want to talk about baseball?
Yeah.
Okay, so I before we were talking about them resuming play and COVID, last year we were sitting here hoping that the Yankees could stay healthy, and not less than 48 hours, it all almost ended with one swing of a bat and in 1 millisecond
God.
when Giancarlo Stanton.
When Masahiro Tanaka threw a pitch, Giancarlo Stanton
It's a line
struck
drive.
him with a line drive, and instead of going anywhere else
Anywhere,
in the field,
like 100 million places it could have gone to.
right in the head of
right
Masahiro
off the
Tanaka.
side of his head. It looked pretty. It looked ugly.
My God, he was in
Looked
concussion protocol, but like apparently now he's fine.
I saw a tweet even that night. He's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna feel this tomorrow, but I feel I'm
Like,
okay.
listen, man.
I think I'm okay."
But dude,
But dude,
getting hit
Dude,
by
100
a line drive
And,
off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, who, if I'm not mistaken, has like the highest average exit velocity.
Sure. The ball was measured at 112 miles an hour. Thank you, pitch track or whatever or not pitch track, but thank you,
Statcast.
thank you, Statcast for that stat.
That's gotta hurt.
112 miles an hour of horsehide and stitching and whatever yarn and all that and the whatever they put in the baseball. Yes. Thank goodness he was able to walk off on his own power. He was conscious, released from the hospital, I think that night or maybe the next day. And actually, I think he was back in the field 2 days later. So
Put some ice on it.
Yeah, rub some dirt on
He's
it.
probably got a big
He's got
lump.
I'm sure he's got big grapefruit up there. And so, and thank goodness. I'm glad he's okay.
Oh yeah.
Long-term effects.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he's thrown a ball since then, but I read it was a simulated game. They offered him the L screen to protect him. He's like, "No, man, I don't need that." And he could have used it, but
I bet on the ground, he was like, even when he was on the ground, like wailing in pain, he was like, "Son of a
dang it,
bitch."
should have taken the screen.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, but I'm sure when you saw it, your heart must have stopped for a second.
I was
Or
sitting there
two.
and I'm like, it wasn't that my heart stopped. I was like, oh god damn it.
Your
like,
number 2 pitcher,
I was
yes.
like, oh god damn. No, it's our number 3 pitcher,
Number
but
three.
in the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned, the guy's number 1. He's
Okay.
he's our best postseason pitcher, even with Garrett Cole
Sure.
on the roster. Like Masahiro Tanaka is still our best
Right.
playoff pitcher.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wasn't too worried. Like, I wasn't too worried when he got knocked in the head with it. When he got, with that line drive.
Sure.
Because I'm thinking, like, listen, Tanaka, we don't keep him for the regular season. We keep him for October.
Okay. So the
Masahiro
regular season is just a
Tanaka.
formality.
For Tanaka, I mean,
That's just practice.
the guy, Tanaka, that's where he makes his money's worth in October. You've seen how well he pitches.
I have.
He's ridiculous.
I have. He's even pretty decent when the other team knows what pitch is coming and they start banging on trash cans. So.
Oh yeah, dude, Masahiro tonight, he makes the Astros. He made the Astros look stupid.
Even
in
with
all
the trash
those
cans.
playoff series, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, I was now 48 hours like, oh man, I hope everyone can stay healthy. Bam, right in the head, and it looked bad because I think I learned about it because of your tweet. You said something about Tanaka. I was like, oh crap, what happened to him? And they put the clip up everywhere on social media. It was like over and over and
My
over. You were seeing
God.
it, which looked pretty ugly.
Yeah, getting struck in the head by a line drive off Giancarlo Stanton cannot.
Yeah.
That doesn't tickle.
I guess on the if there is, 'cause we always look for positives here on the Cameron Woolley Show. Stanton, bat looks good.
Yeah, bat looks
good.
real
Yeah, he looks
good.
like he's swinging. He looks like
He's
swinging
swinging the bat.
okay.
Yep,
Swinging the bat okay.
he's swinging the bat. Yep.
Yeah, could have aimed the baseball a couple inches higher, but
Yeah, he could have
or
aimed.
a little, 10 degrees to the left,
Could have
20 degrees to
could
the
have
right.
punched it to opposite field.
Yeah, for sure. But his bat looked good, so that's good, right?
Yeah, good news.
Yeah. Any news on Aaron Judge? Have you been keeping?
Jesus.
Have you?
From what I don't know,
Have you talked to his family doctor
I don't
recently?
know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
I don't even know.
Hopefully they'll be ready. And wow, the
He should be ready for opening day. That is what I've been hearing. Is that he's
So-
going to be ready
this
opening
is
day.
crazy. So, opening day is 2 weeks from tomorrow, my friend.
Oh my God,
2 weeks.
That's right.
Crazy.
That's right.
Crazy.
Oh my God. Oh, it just kind of hit me. Oh
Yeah.
my God, dude. July 23rd. Yep. Yankees at Nationals. Yep.
Now,
I've only got around a couple months
with-
until school
with-
starts up again. So, well, shit.
with that in mind, got a lot of players. We mentioned 4 of them opted out of the 2020 season just to play it safe.
Mike Trout heavily flirting with the idea.
I wouldn't blame him. He's got too much to lose.
Yeah.
Wouldn't blame him. But the list has grown by a lot. actually. Nick Markakis
Oh
is
yeah,
one of
dude.
them. David Price,
David Price. Yeah.
who just signed he's playing with a new team. They say even with the 60-game season, he's leaving 11.7 million on the table. But
Yep.
at the he doesn't want to risk his health, which I cannot I can't blame him for. Felix Hernandez
Yeah, King
also
Felix.
acting, which I mean, a little surprised. He's fighting
Yeah.
for the remainder of his career. Had
Yeah.
kind of first time on a new team, but
Although if you're on a team that's not the Seattle Mariners, that's an upgrade.
right. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then I learned pretty valued member of the Yankees tested positive,
Oh my God. Oh,
which
the reigning
it,
Cameron Woolley Show Yankees MVP
Right.
DJ LeMahieu tested positive for the Chinese cooties. Okay.
hey.
Yeah,
I,
that one a little close. Yeah, I'm
sorry.
sorry about that one.
Came from China. All right, whatever. But
Dude, yeah.
when I saw that, I ain't got no love for the Yankees, but I felt bad. I felt bad for you. I felt bad for him, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But I think, well, we talk about him a lot here. He's a great player. I got nothing but respect for him. But yeah, I don't know what the prognosis is. I don't know how he feels. Hopefully he can play this year. I guess that's the best prognosis. But I don't know if you've read anything. That's a pretty big blow though if he can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, if he can't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. DJ LeMahieu not being on the Yankees roster for
And Luis Sessa too, which I know
Luis
you.
Sessa,
I know you don't really. You're not like Luis Sessa's biggest fan, but
Luis Sessa, he's a long reliever. He's the guy you throw in the games when you're either winning by 6 or losing by 6.
Right.
He's just a guy that's in there to eat up innings.
yeah.
He's nothing good, nothing special.
I mean, I wouldn't blame Mike Trout if he's like, I can't. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, if Mike Trout,
I mean, he's
my
leaving.
God, dude, we're getting more audio from the other podcast
He's,
in that room
Yeah.
than we are from here.
Well, but he's leaving his future. He's putting his future at risk if he plays.
I
Possibly
mean, yeah, possibly. Yeah.
millions of dollars. Hall of Fame career, obviously. There's a lot to think about. I think they talked to Markakis, and he was like, "Listen, I play for the fans, and the fans aren't even going to be here." So,
Wow.
and he's not wrong.
That's a very good PR move right there.
He's not wrong. And plus, I think he's got kids. The whole he doesn't want to risk anybody. So
Yeah, the whole family thing. Yeah, that's
yeah. So, and again, I mentioned this last week, but this is not the end of the infections. This is not the end of players dropping out. So, I mean, I've been kind of reading some reports that they split up the lockers I think they split the lockers into both the visiting and home dugouts or home clubhouses for now, so everybody can be spread apart. The aforementioned no spitting, none of that. A lot of players are wearing masks on the field. It's been very weird, and it's been almost a week now that they reported. I guess you just get used to it. And I've seen some of the teams are broadcasting just some live batting practice.
yeah.
On social
The
media.
Yankees have been broadcasting on the inter-squad games.
Right.
Garrett Cole pitched his first inter-squad
How did it go? I
game.
didn't see anything.
He allowed 1 run. It was a solo home run from 1 hit and 1 earned run in 5 innings. It was a solo home run off the bat of Miguel Andujar.
Okay, hey, kid can hit.
Yeah, he can hit.
Kid can hit.
Very interesting where he's going to land on the roster.
Right.
Andujar.
What do you think?
Within I don't even know. But I'm not starting over Gio Urshela.
No.
What am I, nuts? No. Unless Urshela ends up dipping in production.
Right.
Then yeah.
Not chewing dip,
Yeah.
which you can't do right now because no spitting.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
no
you
spitting.
haven't been able to dip in baseball for the last 20 years.
Did they ban it?
Yeah, they banned dipping.
Did they?
Chewing tobacco? What do you live under a rock?
No, I didn't know they. I didn't think that.
You can't smoke. You can't smoke anymore.
I know you can't
you
smoke,
know that.
but
you can't be Keith Hernandez in the dugout with a cigarette.
It's crack me up. It's like that guy's an athlete. Like he's like puffing away.
Guy's an athlete.
Yeah. I didn't know you couldn't dip. I don't know why I never thought about that, but
Well, they want to keep a good image.
Sure.
Smoking, it's bad.
and just one more word about the cases. If someone tests positive, the teams don't have to disclose it legally. So
Yeah, the teams don't legally have to disclose it, but you're gonna find out.
well, yeah, if
You're
all
gonna
of a
find out who
sudden-
tested positive. Like, oh yeah, we're just giving him a 3-week break.
Right. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty obvious. So
We're just giving him.
But yeah, I was genuinely. I don't know where I was, but when I heard LeMahieu test positive, I was genuinely shocked. I was like, "Wow, this is no joke. This is crazy."
Yeah, man.
So, I'm trying to think of anybody else who might opt out of the season, and I wouldn't blame them at all. But
I can't. blame
I
them.
think if Mike
Absolutely
Trout is like, I'm not playing, I think a lot of players will follow suit.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a fear.
I bet.
A lot of big.
I'm willing to bet that
A lot of stars
lot.
will be like, you know what? He's right. I have too much to risk. I can wait a year. I can give up my 30%, 37% salary this year, trade it for better health and less of a risk of catching this thing, come back, kick ass next year.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. I feel like a bunch of guys from the higher ups at Major League Baseball.
Right. I'm trying to think other than, if Trout leaves, who the big names are that could be like, screw it. Like Garrett Cole could be like, you know what? I'm not pitching this year. I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to bring that up to you. But
After he signed that mega deal,
Sure.
hell no.
Sure.
No. He's pitching.
He's playing. I don't care.
No, he is
I don't
playing.
care. Put your mask on and get out there.
Put your mask on. Get your ass on that mound.
But like Pete Alonso, he's got a lot to lose. Future
That
big
would
contract.
be hilarious because it's the Mets. That would be so funny.
Sure.
There's going to be some sorts of Mets players that.
Christian Yelich could be like, screw it, I'm not playing. Cody Bellinger. These are a lot of big names. Who'd be like,
They're
all right.
guys who, I feel like the guys who are most likely to opt out are young stars
Sure.
who haven't signed their big mega deal
Right.
yet. Which is why I think guys like Christian Yelich
Yep.
and Pete Alonso and hell, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yep.
might end up opting out of the season.
Right.
And because they're young, they have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of career ahead of them.
And they're looking at big free agency, big free agent contracts.
And they don't have but I'm saying the pressure.
Sure.
The pressure of the mega deal isn't there yet.
Sure.
Like it's not there. So
Could be crazy.
like the big contract, it's like the pressure there isn't there yet. So they might just I feel like those are the players who are most likely to opt out.
Right. Yeah, I don't think we've seen the end of that. So well, unfortunately, you're probably going to see more cases. And then during the season, we haven't, hopefully people don't start infecting each other. That's the biggest fear. Take out a whole team.
Oh my God. Although the whole team, that's nothing. That's nothing. The Yankees had 2 teams go down last year. They still won 103 games. That doesn't impress me.
Yeah.
It's a flesh wound.
Yeah. And this is extended to the NHL as well. Now, I have 2. I have the LA Times reports that 23 players have tested positive. Another website called The Hill says it's 35. So
Somebody's lying.
I don't know who.
Who's capping? Who's capping?
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know which.
Somebody's capping, or
the
they're
score says
probably
35
they're
as
probably
well.
both capping.
Right.
If I'm thinking that they're both capping. If I'm being honest. Like you're talking about the NHL.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot.
In regards to NHL, I honestly don't care that much
Well,
about
I mean,
hockey.
the Devils aren't playing.
Like
So
the Devils aren't playing. I don't care enough about hockey.
PK Subban's playing golf right now.
PK Subban golfing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you better get used to that.
Right.
All Devils players better get used to that.
Right. So, yeah. So I don't even know what I've been so geared up for baseball. I don't even know when the NHL is starting anything. I mean, not that like we have any.
They picked Edmonton and Toronto as
Okay,
their
as the
cities.
two. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But still,
Yeah.
it's getting crazy. My fear is they get halfway, third into the season, and they're like, we can't do this,
That's my big fear.
and it could happen. So hopefully everyone takes this seriously.
Well,
I think if they play it safe, they could
Hey,
get
if
through the season.
NASCAR can make it work, then everyone can make it work.
Right. Or those are one guy driving around in a car turning left a bunch of times. I mean, I know they're pit crews and stuff,
Hey man, don't knock. I've
Yeah?
stopped knocking NASCAR, man.
Really?
I haven't watched a lot of it, but I mean, my friend's been running a shit ton of simulations.
All right. I always knock.
in NASCAR, and we've
Dude,
been
I'll
watching.
always knock NASCAR. I'll knock golf.
I mean, it's always fun
I'll
to
knock
knock.
curling.
Okay, don't knock NASCAR. No, don't you dare knock curling. You're crossing a line. You are crossing.
I've touched a nerve,
line.
ladies and gentlemen.
You are crossing a line there, my friend.
Do not
Do
touch Cameron
not-
Woolley's maple syrup,
Do
everybody.
not judge curling. Do not judge curling.
I would love to learn how to do it. I would love to play.
Dude, don't judge golf either. Dude, the Masters.
Masters is good.
The Masters, it's a big tradition. Well, my family, we always do something big for the Masters.
All right.
Well, my dad always does something big. Like him and his friends, they rent out like a room at a bar and they
Really?
watch the Masters.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do not touch Cameron Woolley's green jacket. It is sacred.
I mean, I haven't watched the Masters in a minute, but
Okay.
like,
All right, but in your family, it's
yeah,
It's highly
like my
revered.
dad's side of the family, they do the Masters. They do the Masters big.
right.
They always do big with the Masters.
They're fantastic. So I don't know. I'm hoping everybody stays safe. I'm hoping they get through all 60 games plus the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can we do? I guess.
Play
I
ball.
know.
Play ball. Play ball. That's
Play
what we
ball.
can do.
And
Play ball.
and I'm still hoping with 60 game season, Baltimore, maybe they could make the playoffs.
Man,
They could make the playoffs. A couple.
I swear to God.
This is just me being optimistic.
That's
Now,
right.
what else
No,
do I
what
have
else,
to?
man?
What else do I have to hold on to right now? I got nothing.
I mean,
I had a short season. I got a bunch of unproven players that really aren't ready for major league play, in my opinion, and they're going against the Yankees
and the Red Sox.
and the Red
Rays.
Sox. Right. And man, it's gonna go quick too. I keep saying this, but 60 games is
Yeah, it's gonna go.
60 games in
Yeah.
69 days.
Yeah.
I believe that's the schedule. So,
Yep.
yeah, we will soon see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I'm dying even to see some simulated, or not just inter squad, spring training games.
I haven't caught a lot.
I don't
of
think
the
they're gonna do
inter-squad
many.
games. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't caught a lot of them.
What's the Yes Network broadcasting right now? I haven't tuned
Right.
in.
No, I mean they're doing inter squad games.
They're-
They're
okay.
doing. They're hopping on the Yankees train right now.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Did you see that story that came out of Vegas? They left the betting line on too long, and anybody who bet on Korean baseball between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. in Vegas, they were able to place bets on games that were already like almost the outcomes were almost determined, and they lost a bunch of money. And I don't know if you saw that. And I was just laughing. I was like, you have a problem if you're betting on Korean baseball. You definitely have a problem. It's not even a question. So, is anything on the wire right now? You see any news?
From where?
I don't know.
From
Whatever you're
baseball?
checking. Yeah.
I don't know. I was just checking Instagram.
Oh, right on. Anything there?
Nah.
All right, right on.
It's just a bunch of shitty polita spam from all my friends. I found out a way to be able to mute stories.
Oh, it's good.
So I'm sitting there, so I'm not.
I'm just
battered.
I'm ready to watch sports and
Like,
kind of forget about all this.
I just want to watch sports. I just want to watch baseball.
Yeah, 2 weeks, man.
2 weeks, there will be baseball.
2 weeks.
There will be baseball.
Yeah. The
No,
23rd.
I've been playing video games. You know, dude, the only sport I've been watching and playing is MCH.
That's what I thought. The beloved,
The Minecraft.
the
Hockey
exciting,
League.
the coronavirus free
Minecraft
Hockey League.
Yep, MCHL. I'm playing a shit ton of Destiny too. That, you know, that's the
That's your bread and butter, man.
D2. That's, you know
Bread and
me.
butter. I do. Right on.
If you have the if you have a good PC, Steam Summer Sale on right now.
We are not paid to say that, although I wish we were. Be nice to have a Steam sponsorship.
Steam, Bungie.
Razer, are you listening to us? We could use a
Razer,
couple
Alienware.
desktops, Alienware, Dell. We could use some gear here.
My computer is a Corsair. I got a Corsair one.
Corsair
Yeah.
will
We'll happily accept whatever copious thousands of dollars you want to give
sure.
us.
Or gear. We'll take some curved screens if you're
Well,
listening.
okay, my curved screen is a Samsung. Also Samsung, by the way. If you
Yeah,
wanna,
Samsung if you want to,
I'm not getting ad revenue. I need
No, not
sponsorships.
yet, but we'll
Also, good for the love of God, if you are listening on SoundCloud right now, if you are 50-something minutes deep,
subscribe
somehow,
to YouTube. As
please transition to YouTube. For the love of everything that is good and
well.
holy in the name
subscribe.
of Christ.
Or just subscribe.
Please go to YouTube. I want my viewership numbers. Please like, comment. It helps the algorithm. It helps me spread, so I don't have to
Cameron Woolley
quit. So
love.
I can make money from this show to, so I don't have to abandon it in the future.
Right. Sounds good to me.
Please, if you are listening on SoundCloud, please, for the love of God, sub to my YouTube channel and please continue
Boys,
watching on
urging
there.
Urging
I know
you.
on SoundCloud on a shared universe, I am, if I'm not mistaken, the flagship program. I have
You're doing very well.
like
on the
I
network.
rake in on SoundCloud. I am sure that I'm probably the big
Getting some very good numbers.
Like
We're I think almost 70 episodes in, so very
I'm
long.
talking
one
about
of
the
most
viewership.
long-
I'm talking about the viewership
Yeah,
numbers.
viewership is good.
Like in the viewership, I am among the best on SoundCloud. Let's transition it to YouTube.
All right. So
For the love of God.
just subscribe. Watch a
Just
couple
sub-
minutes of each video because we look at how good we look. How could you not? How could
Yeah.
you resist?
Look
this?
at us.
How
We're
could you
gorgeous.
resist this? Yeah.
We're gorgeous. We're like the Squidward getting handsome on SpongeBob.
We're like Phil
But even-
Sims and Boomer Esiason.
Yes,
or-
we are we are just take handsome Squidward and make him even hotter. That's the two of us.
There you go. If that doesn't get you to watch, I don't know what will. So, got
Hey,
anything
ladies,
else?
ladies, by the
Ladies,
way.
yes.
Ladies, by the way.
Ladies.
Been single for 16 years.
Right. Just saying. It's consistency, my
Just saying.
friends. Consistency. And he knows sports, and he knows Destiny too. How could you resist this?
Yes, how could you resist?
How could you resist?
I'm irresistible.
and he's-
I'm like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm
and he's
irresistible.
he's a dog lover and a cat lover, ladies.
Yes, I have 2 cats. One of which actually, exists.
Right.
And by exist, I mean actually bothers to interact
Yes.
with people.
Yes. Cats are aloof.
My cat's gigantic. You've
I
seen
saw
him.
the cat. Cat's it's
Seen him. He's
it's
huge.
more, there's
He's
more
a
to,
Maine Coon.
more to love, everybody. More to
He is
love.
gigantic.
And-
And my dog, my dog, he is just, what the hell is there to say about him?
He's a big bowling ball.
He's 20% head.
Yes. And Cameron Woolley, he can fix a bathroom too.
Yes, I am currently renovating with my dad. My dad's doing like 95% of the work because frankly, I don't think he trusts me with a blowtorch.
I mean,
Would you trust me with a blowtorch? No,
absolutely not.
knowing my tendencies to blow a fuse
Sure.
on
Literally.
the show, I
Literally.
would burn my house down.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've been working with a drill. My dad calls me Screw Boy because I give him screws and I take screws out of the drywall.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. Here he
And
is.
I
ladies and gentlemen.
just feed him all the equipment. He's like, hey, boy, get some.
Boy, crescent wrench. Boy,
Hey, hand me my channel locks.
boy.
Give me the blowtorch.
Hand me my trowel.
Give me the blowtorch. Give me screwdriver, drill, Black and Decker.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a tap and die set.
Propane and propane accessories.
Yeah, I'm looking for the episode of King of the Hill. I'm looking for a tap and die set.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Oh no, I tell you what, Mike, I do some of the best impressions on earth, boy.
That's pretty good.
Some people say I do the best impressions. I look at my impressions on the videos and I think, what a great job that he's doing with the impressions. And I look at the other impressions that people do, and I say to myself, and my judgment, which frankly is the best on this planet, I look at it and I think, what the hell are they doing? It's terrible. The voice, it's off key. It's terrible. When I look over here, I think it's it's terrific. I look at what they do and I approve of it. It is amazing, and I know there are some very brilliant people behind that, people that I know, and frankly, I was involved in it. I was very involved in it.
All right, that one needs work.
What are you talking about? It's some of the best.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Although, dude, although this impression is probably my best, my Bernie Sanders is one of the best.
You sound more like Richard Nixon, but hey, at least as a president. I am not a crook. Yeah.
When I graduated from school, my friend Gasmine, he on USD, when he graduated, he did the double peace signs. And I looked at it, he actually pulled it off, and somebody got a picture of it, a really good picture of it.
Nice.
It was him standing. It was very high quality. The background was blurred out. He was in focus. It was in the mask. It was him just standing doing this, like, yeah. He's doing the double peace signs.
It's awesome.
So badass.
Right on. You got anything else?
Well, just having a look. I am not even going to touch Deshaun Jackson. I am not going to touch that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Not only is the guy responsible for one of the most traumatic events in my childhood, he also happens to be anti-Semitic, which kind of explains a lot.
Yeah. All right. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Anyways, we have an hour. I don't want to do a lot of editing. So, anyways, from Ming Chen and Shared Universe Podcast Studio, even the loud people back there,
It's a party here,
please
everybody.
be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Liking and commenting especially, because that helps the algorithm. That helps me get exposed to this world, and frankly, with 35 subscribers, I am not the cup of tea of YouTube.
Let's get it up there.
So we need to do better. Tell your friends. Please tell your friends. And I'm working on a potential project with some other accounts, so stay tuned for that.
Nice.
And stay classy, New Jersey.